So today it is time to do kind of, what do you want to call it? An inventory declutter of the things that I have purchased secondhand to resell online. I've got a couple of bins, okay, more than a couple. We're gonna go through each bin. I think what I'm gonna try and do is a bin a day and go through the bin, and then I'm going to decide whether I'm going to keep the item listed, whether I'm going to donate the item, or what else I'm gonna do with it. Today's kind of a chill day, so I figured I had the time to do it. And we are gonna start with bin A, and we're just going to go through and filter things out, and then this way I kind of like can just double check myself of what is in my spreadsheet versus what I actually have in my inventory bins. I don't know, I just feel like it's a good peace of mind thing to do, and so we are going to do that today, and I'm going to take you along with me. So I'm going to show you little clips from it and show you the end result. Let's get started. And I have my little helper here with me. You remember my helper today? Well, you can be moral support. So right here we have our bin A. This is kind of what it looks like. It's a little disheveled at the moment. Normally it's a little more organized. I also think that at some point I'm going to change my entire inventory system, because right now I just have these bins labeled alphabetically, and then just each bag inside is labeled with a number. But I have to like dig through, like going down through these bags, and I don't always love doing that. It's not always the quickest, it's not always the most efficient, and sometimes it hurts my back. So I think I'm gonna try and figure out a different system at some point, but at the moment this is what I have, and this is what we're gonna be going through. On my computer screen I have a spreadsheet going on, and I did filter it to pull up, you know, my bins in order. So there's not a whole lot in here from bin A. This spreadsheet, by the way, is of the items that I want to take out of my inventory system, because this is actually my inventory that I have had the longest. Okay, let's say that. So I have already filtered things out that way, and then I'm just going to kind of go through, check things in my other spreadsheet, which I'll show you in a second, and then if it happens to be in this spreadsheet, then I will do something with it, but it will be coming out of my inventory regardless of what I decide to do with it. Okay, and then we will also update all of my platforms, because I don't currently have a software that will, you know, delist things for me. I'm thinking about that too. I am going to be changing some things, so stay tuned for maybe a video explaining and going into detail of what I'm going to be changing now that I've like done this for a full year and kind of learned some things, experienced some things, and I want to try a couple new things. This is my other spreadsheet. This is more of my newer items, and I probably don't have this done the best way possible either, but we are going to go ahead and filter this column so that I can have my, and yes, I know I could be screenshotting this and probably go a lot smoother, but at the moment, this is just how I'm going to show you for right now. Although I feel like that didn't work. Okay, it did. I just wasn't scrolled all the way up. So here we have all of our items that should be in bin A. So the first bag I am grabbing out of here is 19. I have been getting interest on this pretty frequently. Maybe I'll insert a picture of what this one is. It is a dress. It is a maxi, one shoulder. So I'm a little hesitant to just get rid of this right off the bat. So what I think I'm gonna do is just set this aside, and then I might do some like markdowns and see kind of where we can get, because I'd really like to sell this. This is a really nice piece and it does get interest. It just hasn't sold. And I did just update the pictures on it because I feel like maybe that was why it wasn't selling, because I didn't have the best pictures, because again, this was one of the first items that I ever got and processed for reselling purposes, and so I didn't have the best pictures. So I did update some of those, so hopefully that'll help sell it now. Next item that I'm pulling out, this is number 8. I'm gonna look in my spreadsheet, and it is not in my spreadsheet to currently like items to get rid of and declutter. This is an item that's not even listed yet, but I have pictured it, I have inventoried it, I've done everything except for create the listing and get it posted. And these are a pair of silver jeans. I'm just trying to figure out how to improve my process at the moment, and I'm working on it. This next item is $2.53. It is a pair of Cabela's pants that also is not listed, so I'm going to mark it in my spreadsheet and put it to the side. Okay, next item that I am pulling out here is a Lovers and Friends dress that I do have listed, so I will pop a photo of that around here, and this is the number 178. So I'm not getting rid of this. This is a newer item that I have listed recently, so I'm not going to be decluttering this one. I feel like I've gone through somewhat of the 3 scenarios that I will be coming across while going through the bin. If I come across a new scenario, I will let you know. I just came across one that I wanted to show you. This is number 21, and this is in my spreadsheet to get rid of, to declutter. I'll put the image here for you. I've already done multiple markdowns on this, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to look at my platforms, and we are going to see kind of what's going on with this one. So this one is by Joey, so I am going to put that in my search when I look through my closet. So, Poshmark is currently at $20 and it has no interest. Checking eBay, it's quicker and easier for me to search on my phone. I don't know, maybe I just don't know how to do it right, but that's what I have found works best. On eBay, I actually currently have this as like an auction, which is something that I was doing in my liquidating process as one of the steps. So it's currently on auction. It still has over 2 days left. So what I'm going to do is set this aside for now, but in a separate pile than the other 2 that I was setting aside, because those ones I still want to try and sell, waiting basically for this auction to end. And once it ends, I think I'm going to just redonate it. So now we are going into my Mercari account, typing in the brand name and seeing what pops up. So it is this first one right here. I've had it for $5. I have 1 like on it. I've already sent them an offer. It looks like they didn't accept the offer because I can send offers again. So basically this is telling me that there's no interest on Mercari. Yeah, just trying to kind of walk you through my process at the moment. I am going to have a different liquidation process going forward. Okay. I came across another scenario. I think this is kind of the last scenario to share with you. But I pulled this bag right here, which is $123. And this is a pair of Athleta leggings. On Poshmark, I currently have this listed at $15 with no interest. And on Mercari, I currently have it listed for $5 with no interest. I also checked eBay, and I did have it for an auction, and the starting bid was $5. And there were 2 watchers, but nothing happened. The auction ended, and now it is no longer listed on eBay at this moment. So in that scenario, I have done all the markdowns that I feel I should have done on each of the platforms. The way I'm going to liquidate this item first, I guess, is to take it to Plato's. I feel like I've taken it there before, but I'm gonna try one more time, and then if they don't take it, I'm just gonna donate it. Just as one more step to possibly get some money out of it. But at this moment, this is one of the items that's definitely leaving my inventory system because I've done everything I can to try and sell this. It was a bad buy. Luna's still sleeping. I have went through my bin, and I'm going to show you my piles, explain them to you. I have went through both of my spreadsheets. I had confirmed that I knew about every single item that was in the bin, whether it has been listed already, whether it is still needing to be listed. I already had that marked in my spreadsheet before going through this bin, and I just confirmed that everything that I had in my spreadsheet is correct. So that is a good thing. That means I am doing a pretty good job at that, at least. And now we're going to put things back in and get rid of some things. I have 2 items here that I'm going to do maybe one more markdown on and then get rid of those. These 2 items are items that I feel like should be able to sell. I've just had them priced higher, so I feel like I just need to continually lower the price until they sell. And I have 2 items here that I'm going to be pulling out of my inventory at this moment and taking to Plato's Closets, and if they don't want it, I'm just going to redonate. Here is my big mess of the items that I am going to be keeping, and I'm going to be putting back into bin A. I've actually divided things up by the size and shape so that when I put them back into here, I can Tetris them so that I can fit as many items as possible. As you can see, I am kind of Tetrising them in there. I do like to put the larger items on the bottom and then put the smaller items kind of in between to fit as best as possible. And another thing I wanted to know is when I do go through these bins to dig, I am having to like dig through the sides. So it's a lot easier when the number is as close to the edge as possible. I don't want it flipped in the inside because then it's going to be almost impossible to notice it while I'm digging through this bin. To wrap this up, I did take off my sweater because I was burning up after doing all of that. I didn't realize I would be breaking a sweat going through my bin, but I did. Completed bin A, so I'm very happy about that. I ended up going through everything. I ended up taking things out. I ended up reorganizing it, Tetrising it back into the bin, and I also put in some new items. So items that I had taken photos of recently and put in itemized bags, I put into that bin and put it into my spreadsheet. So feel pretty good about that, feel accomplished. I think that's gonna be it for bin A. I have one more thing I'm going to do to try and get myself a little more organized, and I'm going to go through my files on my computer and I'm going to delete the images of the items that I'm getting rid of and also items that I have sold already, because I am really bad about moving things over into different folders on my laptop, and that's how I just stay organized. I'm gonna do that for all of the numbers in the bin A and try and get that organized and declutter my computer a little bit, and then we will move on to bin B. But that's gonna be tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. I know it probably wasn't super fun, but I thought I would take you along with me and share the non-fun things too. So, all right, see you tomorrow or in the next video. Have a wonderful and beautiful rest of your day. Take care, everyone. Bye.